Utaha 先輩
Hello, 大家好 and Utaha fan. Hope you're having a nice weekend. It's time for another AmiAmi weekly videos where I rank the top 10 Bishoujo figures from AmiAmi into a tier list. This week we have more Azur Lane, one of the first figures from Honkai Star Rail, as well as some articulate action figures. The list is captured as of February 4, afternoon Japan time. First up we have Fu Xuan, a 1/7 scale from Apex for the popular game Honkai Star Rail. Personally, I don't play the game myself, but this is one of the first figures, and it's not a bad one I say. Backshot looks great. I like how the hair flows and the ribbon are done. There's some nice amount of details. Her expression looks a bit bland to me though, so hopefully they will tweak that a bit further. There's lots of little intricate details like the hairpin and all the gold trimming around her costume or dress, so very nice. I also like how her fingers are sculpted there. There's some nice pattern all over as well. Close-up shot of her shoes. Pretty nice detail there. Love how the hair are done and the color is great. The base is simple but got some interesting design there. The pose is alright. I do like how she crossed her leg though. Not a bad figure for a Honkai Star Rail fan, but not my type, so I would say it's B tier for me. Then we have St. Louis again from Azur Lane, this time by Elegant. We saw the one by Outer last week. That one was pretty great. This one is also very sexy looking with a different pose, sitting instead of standing, but equally sexy and seductive. I love how bare her leg is and how thick her thigh is there. Shots of her side boobs looks fantastic, wonderfully done. Expression is lovely. I love how the hair is done too. Wow, look at those shots. All the money shot. This is a great shot there. Manju is clearly a happy bird. And you also get another more new expressions of her, begging for more. Definitely a lot of us will be wanting more. So the base is definitely very interesting. You get this so far. This one is comparable to the outer one. They are sexy in their own right, although this one, the pose and the amount of skin being shown is definitely more. So pretty good Azur Lane figures. I would put her B tiers. We got both of them on the list. We have two on the list this week, one with the bonus, one without, but they are pretty much the same figures. Next up, we have Natsuko, a figure art figures from Bandai. This is one of the two articulate figures. I know some people are not into articulate figures because of the joint, but for fully closed one, I think they looks pretty decent. This one is pretty good. You can do a lot of different poses with Natsuko, so that's definitely the highlight there. The faceplate includes a pretty good. The paint job doesn't look too good though, a bit flat, but that's to be expected with this line of figures. You do get some prop and different faceplate. And for Natsuko, I think it's a decent articulate figure, about average for me, so I put her as C tier. Then we have Alberto, this one by Kadogawa, a 1/7 scale. I must say of all the Alberto figures we have been covering so far, this one the expressions looks the most appealing to me. It's called the restraining versions and you can see why. The way her wing and the hair are sculpted are nice, frontal shot looking great. This is quite revealing but very classy. I love her expression here too, and then again the breast looks fantastic here. The horn is nicely sculpted, there's some little detail, the dress a bit pearl-like shiny, so I like that. So overall, I think it definitely captured the essence of being restrained and yet looking very sexy at the same time. Even her feet, I find it, very strangely appealing for some reason here. This is one of the better looking Alberto that I've seen so far. I would put her actually as a B tier, so great job there. Moving on, we have Sora Kasugano from a visual novel back into 2000. This one by Outer of all manufacturers, so you can expect good quality there. I like what I'm seeing already right away. Very lovely expressions, the way the hair sculpted are top notch. And then her little bunny is very nicely done too. Love the pattern on her dress, very sexy legging. And the bun on her hair just make her super cute at the same time. So everywhere you see quality and the craftsmanship by Outer is shining through here. I really like this back shot where you're seeing her butt cheek and everything. Again, the hair is just fantastically sculpted. Really nice how her hand is holding them. Very cute. Really loving the dress, all the details. So this is a fantastic figures by Outer. I think it's a solid A tier for me. The craftsmanship is there. The expression is lovely. The paint job is done right. So definitely a great figures to have for visual novel fan. Next up, we have a bunny girl Irene. This one is a 112 articulate figure by Snail Shell, a Chinese figure company that focus on action figures. There's not many accessories included. This one is an interesting choice because, as mentioned earlier, articulate figure, the strong suit is not when they are bare and not clothed because you can clearly see all the joint. So if you don't like visible joint, this one won't do it for you. But her expression does looks good. And I don't know how the range of motion will be since I don't own this line of figures, although I do have a bunch of Figma from Fate. So if they are comparable, then usually you can expect pretty good posing opportunities. I don't know what else you can do about the joint, like back shot just looks a little bit disfigured, so not very nice. So if you do something to move her arm or have some prop, maybe to hide the joint when you're photographing her, that might be good. Oh, and then you also get this interesting accessory. I wonder why it's not shown earlier. Yeah. So I guess this is an extra bonus, kind of a transportation device that comes with her, although it's not clear from here. I do love this. I think this is very cute. Unfortunately, because of how visible the joint is, I would have to put this one as a D tier. It's not a bad bunny figures, and you seldom get a bunny figures that can be posed, but they could have done a better job of covering the joint, I think. Next up, we have Toho Project Reimu again. This time the Nando version 2. I guess we have version 1 of her from maybe way back. I love the inclusion of the umbrella. She always looks very cute and adorable, and it's no exception here. I love the donation box, and then how she's drinking tea, and then of course this classic pose of her. So everything is just classic Toho. A nice Nando for Toho and Ionae fans, so for that reason I'll give her B tier. Coming at rank 9, we have Striker Ace Rose from Yu-Gi-Oh! The card game. And I like her pose and also her hat. Expressions is a bit muted, but I think it's fitting. I love how they sculpt her boot. The coat looks great, could use a bit more shading variation, but this extra piece here is adding some flow to it, so nicely done. Hair sculpting is pretty good. Side shot looking pretty decent. Back shot is okay. I guess the legging here could use more shading. The base unfortunately is super basic. But I guess you're buying it more for her pose and her expressions here. This shot looks good though. Oh, I guess you can take off her hat. Without a hat, she looks pretty good too. This one, I don't have much to say, so I would probably put her as C tier, an average figure. Finally, we have Okita Soji from Fragrant Orders. We haven't seen a lot of Saberface figure recently, I don't know why. This one I like what I'm seeing so far. You have some pretty dynamic probe to add some motion to the whole figures. The line looks clean and very nice to me. Unfortunately, the base is super basic other than the water splash. I do love this side shot though. She looks very cute. And then look at this sexy curve here, very lovely. And front shot looking fantastic, you know, very great pose. Back shot is nicely done as well. This almost looks like a playing engine busting out some flame. Oh, you can see some details of the machine here too, so that's nice. So yeah, the pose is definitely the highlight here, you know, definitely some money shot as well, I don't mind those. And there's a little details on her wings, so that's fantastic there. More pictures of her. Wow, they really include a lot of pictures. I love this one. Great expressions. This one is an interesting shot too. I love collecting fake figures, so it's nice to see more fake figures come out. So a great Okita Shoji figures, I would say. I want to put it in A tier, but maybe it's not quite there, so B tier for me. If there'll be more details and the paint job are done better and the sculpting a bit better, then it would be A tier. So there you have it. This is a list of the week. I am going to pre-order Okita. How about you? Comments below and let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I really appreciate it. Until next week, you all have a wonderful day. Bye bye.